come out from those negative thoughts.
Okay, so negative thoughts in the sense like
Like
regarding what? Huh.
what she
Can you
did,
just
what she used words to me, and how she scolded me, and how she that is giving troubles to me like that.
okay,
Mm.
okay, yeah. So very easy way to understand that. Okay, very easy way to understand that is that incident is over now.
Yes, sir. Mm.
That incident is over. Okay, so it is you who is bringing that back again and again. Okay, so you have to replace that with something, that is number one, or give a reduced priority. Okay, reduced priority. So I'll just explain you by drawing some figure. One second. Shiva, I am sharing my screen.
Sir.
Option, yeah, you can share my screen. Yeah, I'm putting off my video because it will see the ceiling only because when I'm writing here. Okay. One second. Yeah, can you see my this one
Yeah.
screen now?
Yes, sir.
You can see. So what we can do is, one second. Okay. So this principle we can use for general things also. So this circle, okay. I hope you are seeing the circle. This circle is our capacity, right? This circle is our capacity. Imagine that this is one example I'm giving. So this circle is our capacity. With that, we can say do a task one or task two. So few tasks we can do with this capacity. But when we are doing or executing one task, we are remembering many other tasks. Will it happen or not?
Yes, sir. It happened.
It happens.
Mm.
So that many tasks are coming from the larger pool. So these many tasks are say task 4, task 5, task 20. So many things are there. Okay. So when we are doing this one, when we are doing one work, many other things we are remembering or many other things are getting triggered inside us. So with that, what will happen to our efficiency? It will come down or it will increase.
Yes, come down.
It will come down.
Mm.
So this is the efficiency.
Yeah.
This one. So this one is our capacity, and this one is the to-do list, and this is efficiency. Right? These
Yeah.
3 points are clear. Now, additional task has come inside us. So what will happen if additional task has come inside us or come to us? To-do list will increase or capacity will increase.
To-do list will increase.
So to-do list is increasing. So to-do list is ever increasing actually.
Mm.
So what happens is the gap between this to-do list and our capacity list, that gap is actually the reason for frustration. This is the reason for frustration. Okay. So now what to do to remove this frustration? We want to come out of the frustration.
Yeah.
So there are two things here we need to do. Number one is to reduce this one. Okay. So we have to improve our efficiency as well as reduce our frustration. Both are required. So for that, we need to understand is this is the time moment at this moment. Okay. The dot center point is this moment. Okay, this moment is always continuous. We need to understand that. And this horizontal line is the timeline. Timeline. Okay. So don't lose the track. Listen to it carefully. Okay. You will hit a solution to your issue. So this is a timeline. Now what we need to do is like whatever work you are doing right now, whatever work you are doing right now, if the moment you remember something while doing some work, just simply postpone it, give it a time. Say this T3 you are remembering. So put T3 somewhere here. So this is a present moment. This is the next hour. This is next day. This is maybe so day after tomorrow. This is next day, like next month, like that. This is a timeline. I hope you are getting the point.
Yes, sir.
So when you bring T3 to the timeline, T5 to the timeline, T100 to the timeline. So what happens if you bring everything in alignment? Slowly the outer circle starts shrinking. It comes very near to inner circle.
Yeah.
Okay. So the moment that is happening, simultaneously your efficiency also starts increasing. Because when outer circle is reducing and becoming near to inner circle, your efficiency start increasing. So you will see magically this is happening with you. Efficiency increases, and when these two reaches your this pink one and the outer circle, they match. That is called absolute self confidence. Okay, now this is one thing. Now, now let us take you understood this entire setup, no? Entire this
Yes,
framework.
yes, sir.
Now, what you need to do is this T3 is the scolding of your sister.
Yeah.
So, what you are now, it is hitting you right now. So, what you do is say that you will think about that. You will think about that maybe say Sunday 11 a.m. You put it.
Yeah.
So, we have to give appointment to anything which is coming in between. Anything, whatever you are doing right now, if something comes, some thought comes, then you give it an appointment, give respect to that and give it an appointment
Mm.
and say that it should go. And this is very like abstract way, but if you start practicing, you will see the magic. You have to practice this one. What happens is it is same, it is something like we human beings have this tendency. Say somebody wants to meet you, okay, and you are saying that come day after tomorrow. Okay, you said yeah, very good, to come day after tomorrow. Okay, when they are coming day after tomorrow, then by the time you will be prepared to face them. But if you are not prepared to face them, or your preparation is not sufficient, what do you do? Request for some more time, request for some more time. Like that, if you start doing it, after some time they will not come to you. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So same thing happens in our, so we have to prioritize. Okay, if it is real to our life, then you execute it, even if it is difficult. But if you feel that that is really unnecessary, that what the pain what you are getting out of the past incident, if you start postponing it, after that it will disappear. Okay, it will be erased only with the knowledge. It will not get erased until unless we get a right knowledge on that relationship. Till that time, this is the way out, and it is working wonderfully for me, and I'm sure it will work for you and everyone else.
Yeah, sir. One
Yeah,
doubt here. If your T3, I'm giving time. Should I
yeah.
that 11 a.m. Should I explore anything?
No, no, 11 a.m. again, it is coming now because you have to respect your time.
Yeah,
So 11 a.m. you have already assigned it. So
yeah,
if you want, what you do is you can give another date.
yeah,
At 11 a.m. you set it, because see, every day you have to set your own timetable every day. So like that you can see, if you are ready to face it. Otherwise you give another time.
yeah,
So, but for this one, you this timetable don't make it in your mind. You have to make it on paper.
yeah.
Okay, when you start making it on paper, see when you write something, it will be a great relief actually. Then you know that okay, 10 works are there, so I can do 4 today, 5 tomorrow, and 1 day after tomorrow, like that. So it will work actually.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Others? Any?
I have questions, sir.
Yes,
Actually,
madam.
I have understood the content properly at a proper level, but there are few questions regarding relationship that are conflicting, or you can say they are a little bit dilemma about the culture and what we are now. Okay, so first thing is like what is a love and what is a commitment in relationship, and if you are in a relationship only from 2 to 3 years, and you know that there will be a lot of insecurity whether it will turn into long term relationship or not. Okay, so I want to understand what is a commitment and how to deal with those insecurities. And one thing I want to ask, like is it really good or it to have any physical relationship with your partner before getting married? And I would like to ask whether we can stay together before having a marriage to understand the compatibility of that guy, or compatibility of our own relationship. Okay, because the way I am brought up, I feel these things are not right. Okay, but when I go out and when I see other people or something, they, for them this is a very normal. Okay, so I'm in dilemma, like what what does it mean to me? And then suppose you are putting your lot of efforts, okay, but that person is not able to receive that. Intent is right, both are trusting each other, but person's other actions are not reflecting, like, I should trust him for long term relationship. Then how to handle those insecurities? And most important question is, what is a love?
Yeah, yes, madam. So it's a good question, burning issue actually. So can you see what I'm writing?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, so you've asked these things. One is what is relationship, what is love, what is commitment. Then is it okay to have physical relationship before marriage? Okay, and then about this like culture, upbringing, all those things. Okay, so I'd like to answer that in this manner. If we take, say, there is human being one and there is human being two. Okay. In human being one, there is coexistence of self and body. And in human being two, there is coexistence of self and body. Right? Now, please tell me, marriage is between whom? Body to body, self to self, or one self to another person's body, or one body to another person's self? Where is marriage happening?
It's a whole existence of another person's self and body, and
Hmm.
my self and body.
Your self and body, your other person's self and body. But who is taking the decision? Who is taking the decision? Will body get attracted, or self is getting attracted to self, or self is getting attracted to body?
I guess self. I uh,
This is very important actually. We need to understand. So actually, relationship is between self to self. Okay. Now, if the focus is on the other person's body, then the desire for gratification improves or gets amplified. Desire for gratification to enjoy the other person's body, gratification to enjoy the other person's body. So what
okay.
happens is this gratification will die out. Okay, that gratification is something like an excitement, something like, say, you purchased a new car. Okay, so after 1 year, do you have the same excitement?
No, I don't.
No, you don't have same excitement. So what happens is it comes down completely. So initially it is very high, and after that it comes down. Okay, so this is the main drawback. So unless until we understand this self to self relationship, any sort of that kind of commitment is not okay. So now direct answer to your question, physical relation before marriage, yes or no, it is a strong no.
Got it.
Okay, that is one thing. What happens is no matter whatever you do, it is going to die out. So what is happening is in the normal marriages also where people are getting married without understanding the relationship, the same thing is happening. So after a few days, when that what is it, the taste or interest, everything is over, then they are searching reasons to go out. Means go out means get separated, searching reasons to get separated. So that marriage is a commitment. Okay. Marriage is a commitment to find reasons to stay together, not reasons to get separated. So if you are finding reasons to get separated, that means excitement is the priority, gratification is the priority. Okay, that whatever sex, everything, that is the priority unknowingly. But if relationship is a priority, then we search reasons for being with the other person. Now, what are those reasons? Okay, now you asked about love. So love has three components in it. In short, love has three components. So the first component is, say, daya. Okay, daya. Second component is krupa. Third component is karuna. Okay, so these three words, what are the English equivalent? Daya, krupa, and karuna. Uh,
Kindness.
kindness, no, kindness, benevolence, and compassion. So, madam, these things are clear. Kindness, benevolence, and compassion. Kindness means you give, say, facilities. That is physical facilities. Whatever physical facilities you have, you are able to share with the other person. That is kindness. Then this is right understanding or knowledge.
Okay.
That means whatever the shortcoming the other person has in terms of knowledge, you are ready to share with that person, or you are ready to improve the other person's understanding. That is the right. That is benevolence. Compassion is both kindness plus benevolence. Clear now? These three words.
Yes.
Now let us come to this benevolence. So what is benevolence? I'll take one example. Say you are discussing with your, say, spouse or a would-be spouse. Let us take that spouse or a would-be spouse. While discussing, discussion got into argument. Okay, discussion got converted into argument. Now what do? You want to win the argument or you want to lose the argument?
Uh, like I would like to win the argument.
Yeah. So what happens is discussion got converted into argument. Sorry. In argument, win or lose. You are winning or losing.
Mhm.
Now you put all your energy to win the argument, and the same thing will happen with the other person. Other person also puts all the energy in winning the argument. Now somebody will win, somebody will lose. Now what will happen after you win the argument? Relationship becomes stronger or relationship become weaker?
It will become weaker.
Weaker. Even if you lose, what happens?
Mm,
Stronger or weaker?
no, I did not get.
No, no. If you win the argument, relation becomes stronger or weaker.
Weaker, of course.
So now end result is weak. You can see
Yes, yes.
discussion got converted into argument. You put all your energy to win the argument, thinking that something better will happen.
Mhm.
Why you invest energy thinking that something better will happen? So now the result is relation is becoming weak in both the cases. So there is a question: why we are putting energy in argument? That is what is lack of right understanding.
Okay.
Okay, so now, so like relationship is my priority, winning or losing is not my priority. If that is there, then That is called commitment. Commitment is that. Okay, commitment is means what? I am committed in relationship. These are only just verbal saying something. But commitment means no matter what comes, I will be with you. That is the commitment.
Hmm.
So accepting the other person's shortcoming is a commitment. Being standing by the side of that person is the commitment. Now, if something is happening, some small mistake somebody is committing, and we are shouting, okay, we are shouting hell. So that is not a commitment. So relationship is unconditional. So then you enter into this marriage as a commitment. Otherwise, what happens is marriage is becoming a convenience to fulfill our that gratification requirements. Okay, and
Correct.
it has become saying that okay, social norm all. So otherwise what will happen is our life will be continuously compromised situation, in compromising, so compromised situation
Actually, it
always.
doesn't give happiness to you also and another person also.
Yeah,
I have
happiness
been,
is not yeah, correct, madam. Happiness is not coming because of me, not because of the other person.
Mhm.
We simply blame the other person. No. So the moment we are entering into that commitment, it is commitment for life. But because of say modern analogy or having lot of information, we are searching for reason, such and such reason is there for getting separated. So marriage is not that. We should not enter into that kind of bonding, okay, without knowing these things. So this love is kindness, benevolence, and compassion. Actually there is a subset of love, that is affection, that is called affection. Okay, so affection is feeling, okay, feeling that the other person is related to me. That is important in marriage. Actually love is the later stage. Feeling that the other person is related to me. When the other person is related to me, that comes with two conditions. Number one condition is I have to accept the background of the person. Background means the way the other person behaves, from where he or she has come, what was the upbringing, everything. Okay, because they will have that kind of qualities. And then we have to accept the shortcomings of that person. Shortcomings of that person. So background of the person, shortcoming of the person. So these are the two commitments. So I'm committed to accept the shortcoming of that person, because when people are meeting you for few days or initially, they will put only the good side of them always. But when you are with them, then slowly,
Yeah,
without their knowledge, their bad side also comes into front.
correct.
So it is that is the time when we have to accept the other person. Good thing everyone will accept. Okay, out of say 20 aspects, maybe 12 aspects are good, 8 aspects are bad. Bad means they are not in sync with you. So we that is a challenge. So we have to accept that too. So that it's a total package. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, one more question. Okay, in the Indian marriages, okay, what happened? Okay, they are mostly focused on rather than self to self relationship. They're mostly focused on physical facilities, like how much land he has, how much money he has, that guy has. Okay, so another confusion also comes into mind. Okay, what should I be choosing when it comes to money and love, or whatever that commitment? That is also a kind of confusion in my mind, because that upbringing is like that, because my family, uh, okay, there is my sister, they are looking for her marriage. Okay, they don't think about, how that guy will be. They always think about how much money he is earning, how much land he has, and everything. Okay, so little bit confusion about money versus love. Okay, I know that person is very nice. I like him, very trustworthy. Self to self relation is it's a absolute, like properly understood. We are accepting each other with own faults, but still I have a confusion. Why? What should I choose? Money versus love?
Okay. So like you've taken the reference of how the marriages are done, or how the selection is done. So there are three categories, three ways in which it is done. First one is society arranged marriage. Society arranged marriage. Second one is family arranged marriage. Third one is self arranged marriage. So this is what we are calling as love marriage.
Correct.
Okay. So now earlier what used to happen is the whole society, that means larger family, used to see, because in a new person is coming, it is the bonding between two families, not only two people, bonding between two families. So that was there here. So because of some information, because of change of the job profiles, it suddenly dropped to family arranged marriage. Okay. Now, with the like super duper knowledge of individuals, people started feeling that no, my parents cannot choose a boy or a girl for me. I am fit enough to choose. Okay, why this happened? You know, this happened because of the three conclusions drawn out of our wrong education system. So the first conclusion is when child is going to school. When child is going to school, child concludes that parents don't know anything. The moment child goes to school, parents don't know anything, my teacher is right. Then when child comes to college, when boy or girl comes to college, there is a second conclusion, thus teachers don't know anything, right? Yeah, and then after graduation, third conclusion is I know everything. This is the third conclusion. So now with this third conclusion, I know everything. Then when you or anyone is selecting, say, a groom or a bride, or sorry, like means a boy or a girl, what are the parameters which are looked into? Number one is the character of the person. Number one is the character of the person. Okay, so to put in short, whether that person is able to behave with other people properly, that is number one. Number two, how the person is earning money and spending money. So these are the two important things which need to be looked into. Now, if it is taken care of by individual, or taken care of by family, or taken care of by society, all these three things are okay. Now, when you say parents are looking at only property and not the character of the person, that is wrong. And anybody is not looking at these two components, then it will go in a wrong direction. Okay. So we cannot say that parents are not able to look at the other part, and the individual is able to look at this part. So we need to understand that when we are looking at the other person, we need to see what is the character of that person. It is easily displayed now, when you can watch how the person is talking to others, how the person is giving respect to others, not respect, disrespecting. All these things we can easily see. And why families are more conservative means they wanted that after marriage troubles should be less. That's why they look at all the parameters. Now number of parameters are coming down or not, check. So marriages are happening in a hurry, and then after that there are problems. Now we are coming to stage where why marriage is required. So we can
Correct.
stay for some time and then leave when we don't like. Yeah, that's all from my side.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have one question.
Yes, madam.
Yeah, so in all the relationships that I've been, whether it's with friends, families, etc., if I if I have no expectations from the relationship, I'm always happy, because then I leave. I mean, I let the other person be, and according to their convenience. But then if I start to have expectations of any kind, I tend to get disappointed. So I'm not able to understand whether do I continue to have expectations or do I not have expectations, because then yeah, I think
Okay,
that
madam,
is
I
the
got it. So I wrote these three things. One is having no expectation is A, having expectation is B, having right expectation is C. Okay. So now which condition you want to be in?
C.
C. So C depends on us.
Hmm.
So what happens is we are not able to expect the right thing from the other person. That's why we fall into this A category.
Hmm.
So A category is I don't have any expectation from anyone. That means this person is unable to judge other persons.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's
Okay. So
very well
what
said.
is required is like say when I am talking to you, so by being say like say you are from Bangalore, let us take example. Okay,
Hmm.
I can expect that you will talk in say maybe Kannada. So
Hmm.
that is my expectation. Got it, no? So
Hmm.
that is a right expectation. But the moment you start speaking, maybe you don't know Kannada, you are from Marathi region. So then what happened? My expectation was wrong at that time. So now when you start speaking Marathi, so then I know that okay, you are Marathi person. I can expect you to speak in Marathi. Right. Now what happens is the moment we start interacting with other person, we should be able to judge. Okay, this judging is not, see, whenever we say judge, we take that in a negative term. Judging is nothing but what the other person can deliver, what the other person's
Right.
capacity, capability. Now, whether we can learn from the other person or we can help the other person improve himself or herself, or we can be with the other person comfortably because both of us are equal in all the terms. So we
Right.
need to see it from the objective point of view.
Right.
So now let me say like I go to a class. Now what can I see is now the students are in a like distracted mood. I have to expect that and go inside the class. I cannot expect that the moment I go enter the class, everyone will be very interested in my lecture. I should not expect like that. Okay,
Hmm.
if I go with that mindset, enter the class and class is disturbing me, then I come out and say that no, I should not have any expectation and go inside the class. No, that is not right. I
Hmm.
need to know what I am going to face.
Right.
Then accordingly I should plan. No, the planning should be that so today I can do something, tomorrow I can do something, day after tomorrow I can do something. To bring that situation to my desired level, I need to have a plan. It may take 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 week, one semester, 1 year, like that.
Hmm.
So now when we are dealing with the same people, you can see the good part is we are dealing with the same people day in and day out, right?
Hmm.
Now, can't we expect what the other person will what reply or how the other person will behave in such and such situation? This is what is the practicing ground. Family is a practicing ground for us to live values. Okay, extended family is a practicing ground for us to live values, to understand values, and to live values.
Hmm.
So that is what is required. So every day we are seeing the same person. You can see, okay, either wife or husband or children or colleagues. No, we need to have certain assessment. Okay, this is how they will behave,
Right. So I
and
have
then from there we should improve.
right.
Yes, ma'am.
So I have just a small follow-up question. I think this is something I've not paid a lot of attention to, that how to judge. I mean, judge in the right way, not using it in the negative way, but how to judge the capability of the other person in that relationship. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So very easy way, madam. See, every person is 24/7 exhibiting himself or herself. You can see that.
right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
every person is exhibiting himself or herself. Just keep watching them
Hmm.
when they are happy, when they are not happy. So if possible, you try to enhance their happiness. If not possible, try to maintain their happiness. Okay, don't try to reduce their happiness. But if you think that they are happy in wrong direction,
Hmm.
then don't attack their happiness immediately.
Right.
Okay, something like say maybe like a kid is watching the TV and you want a kid to study. Don't suddenly stop the TV or video game. What you do is you start with them first. Why they are enjoying that? You just explore that. Why they are enjoying that too much. So when you start exploring that, then you will make friends with them. Then when you are making friends with them, then slowly you have to steer it in the right direction. But if you say, if you stop, switch off their video, like a video game or TV or something, they will switch off you inside. Inside means they will not listen to you. So they'll say,
Right.
okay, theek hai, she will tell all like this only. So why I should listen? So relationship cannot start in the confrontation manner. So now you just observe people around you. So
Right.
by doing what they are happy. So we have to make them happy, keep them happy, and at the same time, if their source of happiness is a wrong thing, then slowly try to change it. But what happens is in this exercise, we realize that there are so many things which are not so good. We are doing it. We are doing actually. So first is that focus, the reflection will come on to us. That will become self-reflection. Then slowly our life starts changing, and because of that, we will be able to help others change their life.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Manu.
Sir, 7:25.
Yeah. So, like, shall I discuss the activities of self, Shiva?
Sir, if I,
Okay.
is there any burning question? Anyone can
Anyone
take
has any
over this.
question before I start the activities of self?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, madam.
So I have questions. If it is time, you answer at the end, sir. I will wait for that.
Yeah, sure. Please. Yeah, please.
You know, some questions are what are the parameters to look for when we are getting married to a person? Then how to accept them? Even though you said acceptance is a part of commitment or love, but you said there will be some shortcomings. So we need to improve that or accept that. But it seems to be some difficult to accept them soon. So how to accept other person? So in a relationship, self-respect also matters. So in what points we should hold the self-respect?
Yeah, so we should hold the self-respect to the extent not to break the relationship.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that is the limit. Okay, beyond which relationship will break.
Okay, sir.
And then when we are saying that we are accepting the other person, so when we are accepting the other person, in fact, relationship is winning. Nobody is, you or the other person is not winning. Actually, you are winning together. So in marriage, if both win, then only it is win. If one loses, both are losing.
Okay.
In marriage means in relationship, both have to win. And then there are many things in the other person which we can let go, because it is not time to make a confrontation on that. Let go. You work on one aspect of a person at a time. You have all the time. So suppose you are married today, and then you have all the time, maybe 50-60 years ahead. So you make it a point that in next 5 years or 10 years, 10-year program it is. Okay, next 10 years, you will work on each and every aspect. So focus on that, and then slowly work on that. And then you see, maybe you initiate the discussion. If discussion is not happening, if it is a deadlock kind of item, then you can leave it aside. So because you don't have energy and courage to deal with that aspect. There will be many aspects in wife and husband relationship which are actually deadlock situations. So there are many deadlocks. So as the time passes, these deadlocks should not increase, they should decrease. So if one person puts a good amount of effort, it is possible. You can slowly remove that, or you can steer in such a way that you are not hitting the deadlocks in relationship. Otherwise, very happy mood, happy time, we will spoil because of these deadlocks. So that is what we can do, and it is possible actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let me come to this discussion on self. 1 second. Are you able to see the PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just look at this slide. So what am I? What am I? So if I look at what am I in self, there are some imaginations running inside me. And this imagination is running in every person if you closely observe. So what are the components of this imagination? First component is desire. Desire is a component of imagination. Desire. We have desires, right? You agree? Uh, Desires are there. And for fulfilling desires, we think, that is thoughts. Okay, thoughts are actually related to desire. The seed of the thought is desire. Seed of the thought is desire. Thought suddenly doesn't come. Seed of the thought is desire. And after that, the thought, after executing the thought or before executing the thought, what we do is we do this two components, two parts, that is tasting and selection. We taste and we select this. So these three things, desire, thoughts, and tasting selection, happens continuously in person 24/7, continuously. There is no time that this is not happening. So let us now take only wakeful time, only wakeful time. Now, can you imagine any time where you are not doing these three things? We are doing these three things all the time: desire, thoughts, tasting, and selection. All the time we are doing this one. So while eating food, while walking, while talking, whatever we are doing this one: desire, thought, and expectations. That is imagination. Now this imagination has three triggers, three inputs to this one, but there is a choice to us which input to select. So the
Hi. Can you repeat what does tasting and selections mean?
Yeah, tasting and selection means, say, like say, uh, let us take sweet. Okay, so you eat sweet, so that is tasting. So you want to enjoy sweet, that's why you have taken, say, gulab jamun. So selecting gulab jamun is a selection, and we are receiving that taste is the tasting. And if taste is matching with our desire, then we'll continue to select it again. So that kind of thing. Say you
Okay.
yeah, so this is happening actually continuously. This is happening. Now when you eat something, simple example I'm giving, when you eat something, how many things you are tasting means, like the color of it, the size of it, the temperature of it, the what do you call, the person who served, the way that person served, all these things are becoming inputs. I hope you got the point.
Okay. So it's related to food only. Is that
No, no, everything, expression also, expression
anything?
of the other person, anything.
Okay.
Say you are watching, say, something TV, so you like it, so that is tasting. If you continue to like this, then only you will select. Otherwise, don't select. You will just simply
Got it.
change the channel. You will change the channel. Why you are changing the channel? Because the tasting is not enough now. We are changing the channel. That means changing the channel is selection.
Okay. Yeah.
So this
Understood.
selection is happening blindly without anything. So why this blindly? Because of thinking that some better thing we will see. You can observe
Understood.
that one. Why we are changing the channel? We don't know why we are changing the channel. Just under the assumption that we'll see a better channel. Okay. Now that's what I'm trying to decode now. So this is happening. This is happening with three routes, three ways in which we can take these decisions.
Sir, it's
One
our,
is
sir,
realization of truth.
it's
Hello?
our base of choices, no, sir? This taste and
Yes, yes.
selection is
Yeah,
any
basis of
choice.
our choice. Yes. So first one, route one is realization of truth. Okay. Route two is based on our assumptions. And route three is dominated by sensual pleasure. So, madam, what you asked is tasting, it is related to food, is the third choice. There is a second choice, there is a first choice. So this order of priority we set. I just wrote the numbers here, 1, 2, and 3. Now let's take, say, food. So tasting and selection. So dominated by sensual pleasure. So when we are eating food, so when we are eating food, taste is becoming priority or health is becoming priority? Any opinion?
Taste.
Taste.
Okay. Now, which is important? Taste is important or health is important?
Health is important.
Okay. Now let us come to
Both
health.
actually, both are important.
Yeah, good, good. Health is important. Taste is both important. Now, which one is a non-negotiable item? Taste or health?
Health.
Okay. Now, what is the order of priority? Taste, health. Health is priority. Taste is priority.
Health.
Health.
Health is priority. Now that means let us take health. So health, if I ask you, you want to be healthy, what is the answer? Yes, no.
Yes.
After 1 year, if I ask the same question, what is the answer? Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes, only. So this answer will change any point of time?
No.
No.
No. So that means this is time invariant. Time invariant. Okay. If any, can you name a person who says, I don't want to be healthy? Will you find a person like that?
No.
No,
No.
this is person invariant. Can you find a place in the world, any country who says they say that we don't want to be healthy? Is it possible?
No.
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 No. So that means what? Anything which is not changing by time, place, and individual, that is called truth. Anything which is not changing with time, place, and individual, that is called truth. That means health is truth. Health is truth. Because it is being healthy. Being healthy. Now in that, in health, there are many aspects. One aspect is food, because I took the example of food. So in food, two components are there. One is nutrition, second one is taste. Now you tell me, our selection of food should be dominated by sensual pleasure, or it should be in accordance with nutrition, that is health.
Nutrition.
So that's when three will become one. So whenever three dominated by sensual pleasure comes, then we need to bring that to truth.
Yeah,
Okay,
many
so
times
what?
it's also influenced by state of mind.
Yeah,
When
the
emotional eating.
yeah, we should control the state of mind, not mind controls our state.
Mm.
We should control state of mind just by practicing this one. Is it universal? Is it truth? Is it not truth? So taste is the incentive if we do the right thing. Taste is
Correct.
the incentive actually. So, but we should not forget to do the right thing. That is why what happens is if we start doing wrong thing, taste also disappear. So if you are say completely enjoying the sensual pleasure, okay, so this it will pass through 4 stages. You can see necessary, unnecessary, taste changes, not tolerable. You cannot eat more and more. After some time you don't feel like eating. Yes, you will eat continuously, or after some time you will stop.
Yeah.
We'll
Stop.
stop. Why we are stopping is when we eat, we feel it is necessary. Then after some time, we feel it is unnecessary. Then taste changes, then not tolerable. So these things we need to understand that we need to do these things in moderation. Okay. So this tasting and selection is that. And then thoughts are there. And then that desires are there. Now the second one is preconditions. What are these preconditions and assumptions which are set by somebody or our surrounding environment inside us? They are planted inside us. One such planting, one such seed is, if we have more money, we'll be more happy. If we have more facilities, life will be more comfortable. These are seeds which are planted by our surrounding environments, or we have acquired these seeds, and they are continuously germinating inside us, thinking that we'll be more happy. No, If we have more money, our house will become like a museum. We will have more facilities. That's all. More happiness, there is no direct link. Yes or no? This assumption is operating or not? Check. Why people are behind money in a running race kind of manner? If I do hard work, I'll get promotion. What happens if you get promoted?
Money
What
will.
happens if you will get more money, and you will have a lesser time for your family again. Anyway, you are having lesser time now, and after that, much more less time. What will happen? Okay, you have only some 15-20 years with your children. After that, they'll disappear. They'll not be with you. They'll be away. The moment they step out of your house, they are away. They will never come back to your house again. So what are we doing by getting this promotion? We feel that no, I have purchased a bigger house. I have the commitment. Why we have purchased a bigger house? Thinking that we'll be happy in that house. All the time that house is bothering us. That EMI, this loan, that loan, this, everything. Yes or no? Now, these are assumptions which are operating inside us. We have not verified. So anything which is coming from root 2 and root 3 has to be verified. If we verify that, and if that leads to happiness, and if that leads to mutual happiness and mutual prosperity, then that gets converted into root number 1. So that is what, this sync is important. What is my innate acceptance? That is realization of truth. And what are my desires, thoughts, and selections? If there is a sync between these two, then I am happy within. If I am happy within, then only I can spread happiness around. If I am not happy within and I am trying to spread happiness in the surrounding environment, it is not possible. If I am unhappy within and trying to spread happiness in the surrounding environment, what happens is that will happen only for some time. After that, I will again start shouting. Because if somebody just triggers me, I'm waiting for the trigger to burst. So this sync is important. This sync is very important. So any questions related to this one? I want to explain something after this one. Expand this one and tell you.
So you will explain later how do we check how much money is enough for us? How do we go about the work?
Yeah, so just let me explain that right now. This, I think Shiva must have discussed with you in detail. Sorry. Yeah, the basic
Yes.
proposition is money will give physical facilities to us, and physical facilities need not necessarily ensure more
Correct.
happiness, because physical facilities are requirements of body, whereas happiness is a requirement of self, right? This is the basic thing. And why do we need physical facilities? We need physical facilities for nurturing our body. We need it for protecting our body. We need them for right utilization of our body. So if we have this basic understanding in us, then let me go to this slide. So what is prosperity? It is feeling of having more than required physical facilities. Please observe this statement very carefully. There are two statements in this sentence. One is identification of requirement. Identification of requirement with right understanding. Okay. So can you see the slide now properly?
Yeah. Let me ask
Okay.
you my question
Yes, madam.
directly.
Let me complete this, madam. Then you can ask. Okay, just 2 minutes only. So, feeling of having more than required physical facilities. Required physical facilities can be identified only with right understanding. Now, what does right understanding mean? To be able to differentiate between need of self and need of body. And what is need of self? Anything which is non-physical. What is need of body? Anything which is physical. This is right understanding. Okay. Then availability, or ensuring the availability of more than required with right skills. Okay. But if first one is missing, that is, we are not able to differentiate between self need and body need, then we cannot have an assessment of how many facilities we need. Then any amount of money will become less. Okay. Now you can ask your question.
So right now, according to these things, I have more than required facilities. But when I discuss with my family, I have changed the domain, and they say that for your experience, you should be earning a lot more, and you should be having some buffer, say for health. What if something happens?
Hmm.
Those kind of things are coming in the discussion.
Yeah, see, with that simple seed, what is happening? What if something happens? You are spoiling next 20 years. And it is for becoming that something. That is what. When I know I have more than what I need, then life will be comfortable. I can spend good amount of time with my family members. So what if something will happen? Can anyone answer that question, madam? What if something can happen? Suppose a person has say 10 crores property or 20 crores property. Okay. Can somebody guarantee that that person will not fall sick beyond that money? Or is there
I
a
guess
guarantee
it's
that the
I guess it's just a reason to justify this thought that you should be earning more at so many
that's all,
years of
that's all, that's all,
experience.
that's all, that's all. So that if our immunity is very high level, then virus will not attack us.
Yeah.
It is me who should see a simple example. I don't know whether Shiva must have given you. See, like say I am 5 feet 10 inch tall. What should be my bed size? If it is 6 feet, that is enough for me. If it is 7 feet, it is also good. If it is 9 feet, that is luxury, no problem. But if I want my bed size to be bigger than somebody else's bed, then I am doomed. So now this surrounding environment is putting pressure on us. That is the problem. So a person with right understanding will create environment. A person with lack of understanding will suffer in any given environment. Now it is our choice to lead the life of freedom or to lead the life of bondage. Bondage means getting affected by surrounding environment. Freedom means living rightly and enhancing the surrounding environment. This is our choice. This choice is there. Okay, even with this lecture or without this lecture, this choice is always there with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, now let me go to that point again. Yeah, so any further questions on this one? Harmony in self. Okay, so let me go into the details of this one. We have another 15 minutes of time. This watch this carefully. There is, say, whatever we do, there is external world. External world means not heavens. No, this is just other than us. Then second is body. Third is self. This body and self are coexisting. So let me draw some lines here. Yeah. Now there is some activity taking place outside of me. That is activity number one. Then that is interacting with my body. That is activity number two. Some changes are taking place in my body. Activity three. My body is interacting with self. That is activity four. Self is taking a decision. Activity five. That decision is conveyed to body. That is activity six. Changes in body, that is activity 7. Body is interacting with external world, activity 8. And change in external world, activity 9. So these 9 activities are there now. 9 activities are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A simple example for this 9 activities is a mosquito is biting you and you killed the mosquito. In that simple act, all these 9 activities are there. Let me give an explanation. First one is live mosquito, that is number one. Mosquito is biting you, that is activity number two. Okay, so this biting has created some kind of uncomfortableness in body, that is activity three. Body is interacting with self, that is message is conveyed that mosquito is biting, that is a pain. And self has taken a decision okay, to kill the mosquito, that is activity 5. That decision is conveyed to body, that is activity 6. That hand got lifted, activity 7. That hand got lifted and it is interacting with mosquito, that is 8, and dead mosquito 9. Can you see the sequence now? So these 9 activities are happened completely. Now, out of these 9 activities, which activity is the most important when mosquito is biting?
Fifth one, sir.
Fifth one. So why fifth one? Because the decision making is taking place there, right? So this like 2, 3, 4 are sense organs. This 6, 7, 8 are motor organs. Okay. So fourth one to fifth one, this is conveyed. Okay. Brain. Brain is interacting with mind, and mind is conveying it to brain again. This is happening. Now I am expanding this brain part, sorry, the mind part, 5. That is what is tasting and selection. So tasting and selection. Okay. This is mind area actually. So what has happened was this tasting has happened. Tasting has happened. Then selection is to discontinue the taste. What is the discontinue the taste? Mosquito is biting, there is a pain. You are discontinuing that. Okay, selection is that kill or drag it away, throw it away, that kind of selection has taken place. Now, what happens is here at fifth one, mosquito is biting, but you are engrossed in watching TV show. What will happen at that time? Do you think mosquito is not biting at that time? It is biting, but we are not focusing on it. So it means what? Mind is doing something else. So this is where we can understand that mind is having many other agenda items than only body. When mind wants to execute, then body is required. When mind wants to receive something, then body is required. But mind has many other things to do, or in a broader sense, self has many other things to do, okay, except interacting with body. Now, when self want to do something, body is required. When self want to receive something, body is required. So this is like we can experience in every all the moment we can experience this one. So now coming to this tasting and selection. Then after that, what happens is analysis takes place, and then comparison. Analysis and comparison. Then imaging. Okay, this is a second stage. What happens is whatever we taste, it goes to analysis. So in analysis, it will break down into so many components. Okay, in analysis, it will break down into so many components. Now, what is this so many components? Say one more example I'll give you to make this point clear. Say you are sitting in AC room, and that day you are not feeling well and you are shivering. Okay, so same thing is happening. You are sitting in an AC room, that is activity 1. The temperature is interacting with your body, activity 2. You are not feeling comfortable, that is activity 3. And that you are not feeling comfortable, that is you are experiencing it, that is activity 4. And you have decided to switch on the AC, that is activity 5. And your body is moving forward to switch on the AC, and you switched off the AC, and temperature become normal, that is activity 9. This thing is normal. But if somebody is there, your colleague or your boss, they need AC and you don't need AC, what will happen at that time? Can anyone answer that?
I'll try to look for a place where it is less colder,
Yeah,
away from
less
AC or wear a
Yeah, but
sweater. Or...
yeah, but this is an example, madam. So what I'm telling is there is no place. Then what we do? Just
We
for
will
example's sake.
uh, we will set the temperature that will be comfortable for both of us.
Yeah. So that is what is required in relationship, right? Right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So now let's try to understand, I'm trying to explain this one. So what we are doing is whenever whatever input we are getting, we are analyzing that. Okay, after analysis, what we are doing is comparing that. So when comparing, these 6 items will come. That is called Priya and our liking, disliking. Hit. Hit means like comfortable to our body, good to our body or not. Then third one is Labh. Pre-hit labh, profitable to us or not. Then fourth one is Nyaya, fifth one is Dharma, and sixth one is Satya. These are the 6 items in which we take decision. These are 6 categories. Okay, you can observe your decision making. It will be in one of these 6. Okay, so the first 3 are they belong to inhuman behavior, and second 3 belongs to human behavior. Inhuman behavior, human behavior. So whenever we have whatever we have analyzed, after that we are that comparing it with these 6 items, one of these 6 items. So if our decision making is based on our priya, hit and labh, we are leading a inhuman behavior. Our interaction is inhuman. Okay, always we do whatever we like. We are without seeing the other person. Okay, but if we are focusing on this nyaya, that means it should be comfortable to everyone. It should be comfortable to everyone in every interaction, whatever we are doing. That is nyaya. That means comfortable means mutual happiness. Now you can observe whatever you are doing at home or in office. Okay, the way you choose your words, the way you interact, the way you do, just see how it is impacting others. Is it your domination on the other person? Is it your domination on the surrounding environment? You can observe that. Say if your subordinate is saying hello, are we saying hello, or simply keeping quiet, or receiving hello? That's all. So what happens is we have set a hierarchical system in focusing on pre-hit labh. The moment we start focusing on nyaya, that we are creating a harmonious system. So what system is good, hierarchical system or harmonious system?
Harmonious.
Harmonious system. So harmonious system starts from us. Okay. Harmonious system starts from us. In all your interactions, you check whether there is a harmony between you and the other person, or we have put them in under hierarchy. They are below us. Okay. Even wife and husband relationship is also hierarchical system right now. That hierarchy is becoming like who is earning more and more. If somebody is earning more and more, that person is automatically assumed that hierarchically I am above. Okay, I am the head of the family. Okay, so relation is head of the family. Remember that relationship. Okay, harmony is head of the family, not a person head of the family. So it happens. Okay, testing and selection. If we look at very closely, whatever we taste, we analyze that and we compare that. And if it is matching with our pre-hit labh, that then we continue it. But what we need to do is switch it from pre-hit labh to nyaya. That is mutual happiness. So if we do that, then we slowly start changing whatever we are doing in the surrounding environment or interaction with other people. Okay, now why this pre-hit log has been set like that? Because of our imagination, because of our assumptions. Because of our assumptions. What is the assumption? If we have some more money, we'll be more happy. So when we are leaving one job and going to another job, we search all the reasons why that job is, why this job is not good and go there. And when we are going there, we search all the reasons why that job is good. Perfectly fine. But what happens after 6 months? The same job which we felt everything is good becomes bad now. That means assumptions are changing. So assumptions are changing means what? Assumptions are not verified. So assumptions can be verified only on the basis of, assumptions can be verified only on the basis of truth, not on the basis of another assumption. So presently what is happening, like say 1 lakh per month salary is compared with 1.5 lakh per month salary. No, this is not 1 lakh per month salary or 1.5 per month salary or 50,000 per month salary should be verified with our requirements, not with another bigger salary. So assumptions cannot be compared with another assumptions. Assumptions can be compared with something which is more stable. What is more stable? Truth is more stable, always stable. Okay. So any questions?
Like I have one question, sir. Okay,
Yes, madam.
you gave the truth and realization. Okay, I'm taking example of my family. Okay, like
Yeah.
I'm the earning person in my family, and you can say like my family income is zero, and they are totally dependent on me. Okay, there is a limitation. Like I cannot serve them for my whole life because I'm also have my own life, my own desires. Okay, I will. What should I do in this such a case? Okay, I cannot
Yeah.
in
Yes, madam.
our culture there is something like only if a girl or boy is clever, then you put all the pressure in one person. Okay, you can't say other siblings also, but they are average, so they are not forcing them to study or anything. But being a clever means doesn't mean that I should carry whatever their everything for throughout the my life. So how should I deal with this condition if I had to ensure harmony in my own self?
Yeah. So, madam, one point. See, like when you started telling in that sentences itself, there are a lot of contradictions. Please watch these things. You said your family income is zero. You said that's not right,
Yeah, yeah.
and you are saying that you are the only person earning. How can earning person's family income will become zero?
No, I'm not saying. Okay,
Got the point, no? So you feel that that is your family. That means you have a commitment to that family. So you set aside some money. You can convey them that this is what I can do. That is one thing. Second thing is you take a decision whether to support or not to support and be with the decision. Don't jump here and there. So if you want to support, go ahead and support whatever percentage you want to set aside of your salary. And if you say that no, I don't want to support, then be with the decision. So you have to stick to your decision, which will make you more happy. So you have say full happiness. I think it is not possible for you right now. You have to decide which one will make you more happy. Supporting by some percentage of your salary will make you more happy, or not supporting will make you more happy. You have to stick to that decision. Okay, make the decision. You put all the parameters and take one decision and say that for next 1 year I'll stick to this decision. Otherwise, every day it will become hell for you. Every day.
okay,
You say that some 20% of your salary is set aside. I will give it to my family. Perfect, fine. Okay, don't think about more than that or less than that for 1 year. After 1 year, you revisit. Okay, if every day you start thinking, then you cannot make a better decision. First, take a decision, stick to that, and then continue for some time. And then after that, you revisit.
okay, got it.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
should do like that only.
yes,
When
sir.
in dilemma, then ask for an advice. Okay, if we get an advice, then follow that advice. Because we went for advice like because we were in a dilemma. Now we should not see that we should get a advice which we like. No, that should not be the case. Advice can be the otherwise also. Yeah, any further questions?
Yeah, sir. I just need the equivalent of Priya. You said six
Yeah,
components.
Priya is liking, madam, liking.
Oh, okay, sir. And
Liking.
Nyayak something fourth one
Nyaya
again.
means mutual happiness.
Okay, sir. And Dharma
Mutual
Satya.
happiness. Dharma Satya means like you are considering other parameters. Say while making harmony with your say baby or say with your colleague, it should not happen that you are in contradiction with whole office.
Okay, sir.
Okay, whole office and rest of the other things. So I think if we start focusing on nyaya, that is mutual harmony, then that other things will be automatically taken care of.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, they'll be easy. Something
Okay.
like say your child is playing video game for long time, so don't attack that first make friendship with that, because you are not attacking the priya of that person, and your priya is you don't want your child to play. So it is better to engage with the other person for some time and slowly guide them and bring them to the common good. These things will happen easily.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So one more question. Yeah, regarding the desires, we have plenty of desires
Shiva, can
going.
we stop now?
Yeah, okay.
Sir,
Yes, madam. Yeah. Yes, Shiva. Then we can take one last question. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, sir, shall I ask the question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, sir. As you said, desires are continuous. It will be coming on and on. So how to know how to control the desires, continuous desires?
No, madam, you don't have to control. What I told you is you decide what do you want to do today.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So you start focusing. If you are committed to that, I will finish this task or this assignment today, and these 4 5 items today. So if other desires are coming, you can postpone them. You can give that time. So
Yeah,
you can
okay.
say that this I will do tomorrow, this I will do, like that. That's all. And this needs a practice. It is not it is very easy said than done. It needs a practice. Maybe after 5 years, you will get a grip on that. It may take 10 years also, but it is worth spending time like that.
Okay, sir.
Day by day, if you do strategy, these days many good gadgets are there. That is, apps are there to do to-do list. When we are doing to-do list, then like put everything, because we are spending energy
Okay, sir.
and our efficiency suddenly increases.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
sir, thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Shiva, you can, yeah.
Sir.
Thank you, Shiva.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, everyone. It was nice interaction.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, few announcements. Today evening we have Q&A. So whatever the topic introduced, we can go a little more details. We can Q&A. I will share this recording for your reference.